Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, on the SourceBlock server. Sad, bittersweet, all kinds of emotions going on. This is the last episode on SourceBlock, and I wanted to give you a quick whistle-stop tour through what's happened so far. But at the end, don't miss it. Just don't miss it, because I've got something planned for the end that you don't want to miss. So do keep listening and watching and doing whatever else it is you do with this sort of video. But I wanted to have a look. I mean, look at this thing. The people I have had the opportunity to play with on this server are so supremely talented. And as I kind of wander around, I'm going to talk about some of the people that we've got that were part of this server. It is just an absolute privilege to have had the chance to play with them. So I've just gone past Slip's spooky Halloween store sign that is still there. Slipgator, what an absolutely diamond guy, ex-hermit, and such a superb bloke. I mean, genuinely love the guy. Really, really great stuff. Sausage, he got the first big house done on the mountain. The man is a machine. He's an absolute machine, and I love him to a million pieces. To all of his processed meat pieces. The guy can build with his eyes closed, using his toes on his keyboard. I mean, just such a pleasure to play with. Absolutely superb. And obviously, Chim, going past. We're not going to clone another one. We just one Chim clone was enough. But top guy, really, really delighted and quite honoured to have the opportunity to play with him. I mean, Fwip's ability to pull something out of nothing on the server is, I mean, it just knows no bounds, frankly. Beef, now in Hermitcraft, and I wish him such good luck on that. Ex-hermit, and he's right in the right place there, I think, is Beef. God love him. We've got Catherine over the way with her multicoloured sheep and wool. One of the nicest people I think I've ever had the privilege of playing Minecraft with. Such a lovely lady, and really very talented Minecrafter as well. Absolute pleasure to play with. And Chosen, I've not got any Chosen stuff, but again, Chosen Architect, incredible builder, really nice chap, and it's been a pleasure to play with him. I mean, just such great opportunity to play with these people. But you know, these things happen. These things do come to an end, and it's obviously important to celebrate it rather than be sad. It's not a time to be sad. It's a time to be happy. So don't be sad. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. I didn't really. But it's time to have a look at what we have done, however, because there is so much has gone on. I mean, this is just the spawn area. We've created an entire city in this spawn. But I want to get over to my place over at the other end, because I think there's things that I just want to remind you that we've done. So running through the Nether, I never got the opportunity of fancying up this Nether tunnel. We were kind of waiting, so as when 1.16 dropped, we could go mad with it. But you know, these things happen, and I did, however, get the chance to play around with my Nether portal, and I think it looks quite nice. Now, doing Summit Wood in the Nether with all this lava about might have been a bit of a risk, but you know what? I didn't care. Let's get ourselves through to the village. And here we are through in the village, and this was obviously where the beef farm used to be before we did that wind back to 1.14. We all felt 1.14 was a better platform for us to continue what we were doing, and I think it was the right choice, but it did mean that some of us just kind of pulled back a little bit on the content. It wasn't quite as kind of in depth as perhaps everything else was. But this village here has been my home for the last little while, and it's been fun. And we really wanted to, I'd wanted to do some great things with this village, bringing in the village that I'm building over there, the city, and just take this village in as part of it. But it never quite worked out, but it's okay, because plans are afoot. Now I'm just going to get some kip, and then we can have a wander around in the day. So coming out the back of my little house, we made up the path, and this ran all the way over here to my little mine that has had a right old bashing, believe me, that thing. And coming on to what was the start of what I really hope was going to become a big old city. This entire peninsula was going to get taken up. I was going to accelerate the building, and yeah, it's still something in my mind that I'm almost certainly going to do somewhere across my Minecraft channel. Possibly not on an SMP, possibly somewhere else, but I think this has got potential. So I'm still thinking about how we can do it. We've got my golem friends in here as well, so They're not going anywhere. Now, there is a world download. So I'm going to put a download to the world link in the description below. Come and have a mooch around. Not just my stuff, but everybody's stuffs. You know, Fwip, Sausage, Slip, Beef, Catherine, Chosen. I mean, just come and look at all of the stuff that we've done. And see if you can get any inspiration. Because inspiration is everything in Minecraft. And I'm hoping that you can get some from this. That would be absolutely superb. Let's get ourselves over to the maze. Because, I mean, that was a labour of love, if ever there was one. And Avo's Labyrinth. Oh my gosh, the bushes that went into this fella is just absolutely mental. I mean, seriously, many trees died in order to bring you this labyrinth. That's for sure. I can tell you that for nothing. But still, there will be a labyrinth at some point. I just don't know when or where or even how, frankly. But it will come, trust me. Oh, this thing was so big. This thing was so big, and I can't remember the way through, so who knows what's going on. And then my little mate, Sarah. Oh, that's not what anybody wants in their life. Let me get this inside me. I think I'm going to have to be knocking this fella on the head. Where did you come from? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You come. Don't take I've got pointy sticks that travel very, very quickly. Why didn't you warn me? You meant to warn me when there were things outside their cages. Yes, you were. Yeah, and you. Don't you growl. Say it was her fault. That was your fault as well. You meant to tell me everything. For goodness sake. And the start of Labyrinth Part 2. Just as you got through this bit and thought you were done. Oh, no, 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 no. This is where the real maze started. So I've come over just to have a look at this second part of the maze. Just with a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more of a vista view. And actually, it's bigger than I thought it was, but we're going to do something with this as our kind of final flourish. We're going to do something with this maze that I think could be extremely fun. Is that glowing? That tower. Hang on, I've got to go and have a look. Is that tower glowing? What's going on over here? Hang on a sec. Let me just suss this out. I've probably just left the light on somewhere, haven't I? So let me come up this way. But that definitely looks like it's... Whoa! What's going on? I didn't do that. What? Eh? What's going on? What on earth? Whoa, that looks like that's going through to literally nothing. I'm not happy. What's happened here? Now, I'm assuming that as a bit of a goodbye prank, someone like, I don't know, Sausage or Fwip or someone has dug a blooming great big hole in my maze, which wouldn't be beyond them because they are quite pranky like that. And it's very deep and I don't want to go too close to it because that's a little bit scary. But it's very light and that would have taken some work, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness, the size of that. That's incredible. Falling for ages. What on earth? What's going on? I'm just falling and falling and falling. It just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. I don't know when it's going to stop. I feel like I've slowed down a little bit, actually. Does it feel like... I think, yeah, my head's definitely starting to feel the deceleration. But I think there's a light coming at the end of the tunnel now. And I'm a little bit scared about what this is going to do because I've got zero... this was not a prank. This was something completely different. I've got no idea what's going on. What on earth's going on with this? Hang on. No. It's just nothingness. I have literally no idea what's going on, but there is definitely something underneath me and it's getting a lot closer. I don't recognise any of this. This is a weird shape, but I'm falling really, really fast. And what's the shape of this? I don't know where this is. That looks frozen to me. That's a village. There's some land, but it's coming up hard. It's coming up hard. Oh, brace yourself. Ah! Why didn't I die? Why didn't I die? Well, I've got no clue what's going on.